Hey everyone, I'm Hiroshi Saito.
And Michael Harris. Hiroshi, I have to say, this topic is going to surprise people.
Yes, we're talking about fruits. Fruits, the thing every doctor tells you to eat more of.
And that's what makes this so important. This isn't about demonizing fruit. It's about understanding how certain fruits, eaten in certain ways, can actually work against your leg strength after 60.
In Japan, we have a saying, fruit is nature's candy. It's not a staple food, it's a treat.
And that's the key distinction we're making today, especially when you're trying to maintain muscle mass, which becomes harder every year after 50. And number 7, I was eating it almost every day until Hiroshi set me straight.
You were not happy with me that week.
Not at all. But here's the thing. We're also going to tell you what to eat instead. Because the goal isn't to avoid fruit. The goal is to choose smarter.
Yes. Let's start with why this matters. Michael, you had a patient, marathon runner?
And what did his diet look like? Let me guess. He thought he was being healthy. Smoothies every morning, dried mango as snacks, fresh pineapple after workouts.
Text 16.
Exactly. All healthy choices, right? But here's what was happening. Those fruits were spiking his blood sugar multiple times a day. And that sugar, it was creating something called AGEs.
Advanced Glycation End Products. When sugar molecules attach to proteins in your muscles, they essentially cook them, like grilling a steak.
And once that happens, your muscle fibers become stiff, less flexible, weaker. It's one of the main drivers of sarcopenia, muscle loss as you age.
In Japan, we see this often with our aging population. The glycemic load of food becomes critical after 60. So let's get into the 7 fruits.
Starting with number 1, and this one surprises everyone. Grapes, regular table grapes.
Yes. People think grapes are harmless. Small, natural, full of antioxidants.
But here's the problem. Grapes are essentially sugar bombs with very little fiber to slow absorption. A cup of grapes, that's about 23 grams of sugar. And most people eat way more than a cup.
And for someone over 60, whose insulin sensitivity is already declining, that sugar hits your bloodstream fast.
Practical. If you love grapes, limit it to a handful. Pair them with some nuts or cheese. The fat and protein slow the sugar spike.
Number 2 is pineapple. And Michael, I know you've heard my feelings on this one.
Oh, you have strong feelings about pineapple.
Because everyone thinks it's anti-inflammatory. Yes, it has bromelain, an enzyme that reduces inflammation. But it's also loaded with fructose,
which in excess actually increases inflammation, especially in your joints.
And for someone with knee pain, hip pain, trying to stay active after 60, pineapple can make it worse if you're eating it daily.
Small amounts occasionally, fine.
But not as a daily go-to fruit. Number 3 is mango. Michael, I had a patient with this one.
Tell us about her.
A woman in her early 60s, very health conscious. She was eating a whole mango every afternoon as a healthy dessert. She developed severe muscle cramping in her legs.
And what did the test show?
Her blood sugar was all over the place. One whole mango has about 45 grams of sugar.
Neutral. Text _5.
Once she cut back to a quarter mango paired with Greek yogurt. Cramping stopped within 2 weeks.
All right, number 4. And this one hurt me personally. Bananas. Especially overripe bananas.
You used to eat them every morning, didn't you?
2 bananas. I thought, potassium, right? Good for muscles, prevents cramps.
And that's true for slightly green bananas. The resistant starch is beneficial. But once a banana gets brown spots, all that starch converts to pure sugar.
A brown spotted banana can have a glycemic index of 70 or higher. That's almost as bad as white bread.
And for someone over 60, that insulin spike, followed by a crash, it makes your muscles feel weak, fatigued.
So here's the rule. If you want bananas, eat them when they're still slightly green, and only one per day max.
Number 5 is watermelon. People love watermelon in summer, and it's mostly water, so they think it's harmless.
But watermelon has one of the highest glycemic indexes of any fruit. It spikes your blood sugar fast.
Text 16.
I've seen patients whose legs swell up after eating watermelon. They think it's hydration, but it's actually overload.
All right, here we go. The final 2. And these are the ones that shocked us the most.
One of them, Hiroshi, caught me eating almost every day.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Number 6 first. Cherries.
Cherries? But they're so good for inflammation.
They are. Tart cherries especially. But here's the catch. Cherries contain sorbitol, a sugar alcohol that your body can't fully digest.
And in people over 60, sorbitol can cause bloating, gas, and muscle cramps, especially at night.
Yes. I had patients waking up with charley horses after eating a bowl of cherries before bed.
The leg cramps come from the digestive stress. Your body is working overtime to process the sorbitol, pulling water and electrolytes from your muscles.
If you want cherries, stick to a small handful. 10, 15 cherries max, not a whole bag.
And now, number 7. The one I ate almost every day.
Dates. Medjool dates, specifically.
Yes. I thought natural sweetener, fiber, better than candy. I'd eat 3 or 4 after lunch as a healthy dessert.
Michael, 1 medjool date has 16 grams of sugar. 4 dates is 64 grams.
That's more sugar than a big gulp soda.
And dates have almost no water content. It's concentrated sugar. Your blood sugar spikes, insulin floods your system, and over time, that contributes to insulin resistance.
Which makes it harder for your muscles to use glucose for energy. They literally become weaker because they can't access their fuel properly.
Once you cut back to 1 date, occasionally, how did you feel?
Honestly, my energy was more stable. I stopped getting that 3 p.m. crash, and my legs felt lighter, stronger on my runs.
So let's talk about what you should eat instead, because the goal isn't to avoid all fruit.
Right. So the best fruits for leg strength after 60, berries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries.
Low sugar, high fiber, packed with antioxidants. Also green apples. The tartness means less sugar.
And the pectin fiber slows digestion. What else, Hiroshi?
Kiwi. Excellent for digestion, moderate sugar, high in vitamin C for collagen production in your muscles.
And here's the key. Pair your fruit with protein or fat. For example, Greek yogurt, a handful of almonds, a piece of cheese.
This slows the sugar absorption. Your blood sugar stays stable, your muscles get steady energy instead of spikes and crashes.
So, 3 quick principles to remember. 1. Timing matters. Fruit on an empty stomach hits harder than fruit after a meal.
2. Portion control. A serving of fruit is about 1 cup, not 3 cups.
And 3. Pair it. Never eat fruit alone if you're over 60 and trying to maintain muscle.
Try this. For 2 weeks, cut out your top 3 fruits from our list. Replace them with berries or green apples. See how your legs feel.
Most people notice a difference within a week. More energy, less cramping, better strength on stairs.
Umuindi. And of course, if you have any health conditions, talk to your doctor before making changes. This is general guidance.
We'd love to hear from you. Which of these 7 fruits were you eating regularly? Drop a comment below.
And if this helped you, share it with someone who's trying to stay strong after 60.
Until next time, take care of those legs.
And Ichala.